4-year-old boy killed in possibly gang-related drive-by shooting, police say. A 4-year-old boy was killed and his mother injured in a drive-by shooting Wednesday, July 19, 2017, fueled by an alleged gang retaliation. Photo, Caleb Downs, San Antonio Express News. A 4-year-old boy was killed and his mother injured in a drive-by shooting Wednesday night that police said could be retaliation for a shooting that injured 2 men on earlier in the day. The slain boy, D'Erlvian Whitley, and his mother, Santwinisha Whitley, who was shot in the leg, well as a 7-year-old boy and Whitley's husband, were inside the home in the 200 block of Hub Avenue around midnight, when the shooter or shooters drove by and opened fire, police said. 4 men were arrested following the shooting, but it wasn't immediately clear what the charges were. San Antonio Police Chief William McManus said the shooting is likely gang-related. A 4-year-old boy was killed and his mother injured in a drive-by shooting Wednesday night, July 19, that police said could be retaliation for a shooting that injured 2 men on earlier in the day. Media, 21 Pro Video. The gang activity, or at least what we believe to be gang activity, is starting up again on the east side in a small area, McManus at a Thursday morning press conference regarding the shooting. D'Erlvian Whitley was pronounced dead at the scene. Santwinisha Whitley was transported to University Hospital for treatment for 2 gunshot wounds in her left leg, police said. The men who were arrested were in 2 separate cars, both loaded with guns and ammunition, McManus said. Police said they are still unsure if the men were coming from the shooting or headed to the location of yet another planned drive-by in retaliation for D'Erlvian's death. Neighbors who called 911 to report the shooting heard a woman screaming, "My baby, my baby." According to police. "Why you didn't take me?" Whitley screamed before she was carted away to an emergency vehicle for transport to the hospital. News Channel police found shell casings from a rifle-style weapon and handgun at the scene. Police have yet to release a description of the suspect or suspect vehicle in the shooting. No witnesses came forward with information immediately after the shooting. The message to those who did this shooting last night is this: we will arrest you at some point, McManus said. It may not be today or tomorrow, but we will not stop until we arrest you. McManus said police had a heavy presence in the area of the shooting because just hours earlier around 4:30 p.m. another drive-by shooting had taken place near Spriggsdale Boulevard and Hub Avenue at a meat market. Officers at the scene of the drive-by at the meat market said a black sedan pulled up near a red pickup truck and opened fire, injuring at least 2 men, who later transported themselves to Metropolitan Hospital for treatment. McManus said someone living at the Whitley home may have been involved in the shooting at the meat market, prompting the deadly response a few hours later. We don't know whether this is inter-gang, gang versus gang, or an individual issue with gang ties, he said. The 2 drive-bys are the result of increased gang activity in the area, McManus said. He said the department plans to beef up police presence in the area in an effort to tamp down the violence, which has plagued the east side of the city for years. We will be out there in force, he said. We will be visible. We will be saturating the area with police officers. You may see them, or you may not. Authorities plan to investigate the killing as a capital murder case.